Hi everyone, I'm Anna Finch from Finch Press. Hope everyone's had a good day. So I decided to do this live stream today because I just got my author proof copies of the hardback and large print editions that I've been working on for Voiceless. Now, at the moment, the hardback and large print editions will come out or will be available for purchase on the 8th of March 2021. This will give me enough time to fix any errors with the cover and making it to make sure it's the best I can make it. So I'm doing a live box opening. I am so excited. Now these were supposed to come on Friday. So I had actually originally intended to do the box opening and of the author proof copies on Friday along with the live book launch, but they only just came today, so I decided to do that now. Okay, all right, so I'm so excited. Let's open it up. I ordered these from Ingram Spark. Now I have no idea. Were wrapped separately and packaged and printed separately. Okay. So they were both packaged and printed separately. So I have no idea which box contains which book. But I'm excited. Hopefully these should turn out good. So the cover designer for all editions is the same. The cover designer was actually new to 99 Designs, but they produced a really great cover. I really loved it. For an entry designer, top notch. Okay, so this one is the large print. This one's a large print. It comes with a receipt and it tells you where it was printed and how many was in the order. Oh my god, so this is how big it is in large print. I like the fact that the title, so if you look at the paperback, so there's a difference in size. So the paperback was, I think, 5.5 by 8.5. The large print and the hardback are 6 by 9. So there's a difference in size. So if you were to look size-wise, there is a pretty big difference. Also, luckily, I'm happy that the title is bigger on the large print and clearer to read than it is on the paperback. Now, the paperback, while it's good, I would have liked it if the title was a lot bigger than what it was. What I have noticed is there's not much of a gap between the face and the edge. So it didn't print. There was less empty space in this because it was magnified. Which is pretty good. So the printing quality from this, same thing happened with the paperback. I don't know if you can see, but this is not it's kind of damaged here and around here. That happened with the paperback too. I think it's the packaging, because the packaging is just plain cardboard, but it kind of damages it on there. But yeah, from the covers looks fantastic on this. The size of the writing is brilliant. It's clear and easy to read. Oh my god. Yeah, my mum's definitely going to have an easy time reading this. The font size, I think, is 16. If you have a look. Let's see if I can find a page. That's the prologue. So the prologue has maybe 2 paragraphs on there. or at least the first page. But if the writing is bigger and it's easier to read, the shapes are a bit more clearer. Whereas if you look at the paperback, the normal paperback, the writing is quite a bit smaller. Yeah, but this is, oh my god, this is really cool. So this is the large print. I'm looking through, making sure that the papers and all that are all glued together properly, which it is. Everything clear. There are no marks on the book, which is fantastic. Okay, so they still added an extra 2 pages. I could have added that. They still added an extra 2 pages. Well, I could have put that an extra 2 pages anyway, or 2 papers on there. That might be standard to do, put an extra additional 2 pages. At least I know for next time, to when I make the cover, to put the number of pages for the cover, put an additional 2. Yeah, that's the large print. It looks really good. Turned out really good, the large print. I decided to actually make the large print, largely because there are a number of people who, one, prefer paperback or prefer to read physical books, but also that it makes it more accessible for those who prefer physical books, because from what I've seen, and that most indie authors, at least from the books I've been able to find, most indie authors don't have a large print edition. So I decided to make one to make it a bit more accessible for those who are vision impaired, which it doesn't take much to do. Literally, creating the extra file, I was literally just copying the file for the paperback and just on vellum, and then just making a copy of it, and then just changing the print size so it said large print and everything adjusted, which is easy. It took me maybe 2 minutes to do all that. And the large print, the thing is with large print, the cost of printing is a lot higher. So while a paperback, if we go in Australian dollars, this paperback cost, I think, about $8 printing. Yeah, about $8 Australian for printing, which is about 300 pages. About 300 pages for $8 printing for this size. This paperback, I think, cost about about $12 Australian. So it's a bit more because of the size. It's nearly double the size and thickness. There's like there's about 450 pages in the large print edition, because of the size, the increase in the font. Yeah, I'm really happy. The shape of the letter's actually a lot crisper and easier to read, because with the paperback, again, the writing's smaller, but there's also the shape of some of the letters is a little bit different in the normal edition or the normal print copy. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I found was literally that one bit here at the top. And there's a slight nick on the spine, but that's like just something that would occur from shipping. Page quality is good. I'm really happy with this. So I don't need to, I've had a flick through. This can go on to distribute. This can be distributed on Ingram. Yeah, I can distribute this on Ingram and begin doing some pre-orders through Ingram Spark, or having a page available for it on my Amazon page, even if I can't do pre-orders for the large print edition. Now I'm going to open the hardback. God, so excited. I may end up doing a video later this week about how to actually create a large print, or what's involved in making a large print when compared to a normal paperback. Same thing with looking at things like cover. What are the things you have to take into consideration for the cover, the interior, things like that. Hardback. Again, also another invoice. Okay, so the hardback I got the laminate. So the way I put it on the thing was laminate and the jacket. So the cover is printed directly onto the actual physical cardboard. I got gloss because I like the color's better. I noticed for this, color is better in gloss. And I actually got the dust jacket added on. Now, okay, the dust jacket the dust jacket's a tiny bit smaller than the actual case. Now I actually made the dust jacket myself because I actually forgot to order it when I was doing the cover design. So I made the dust jacket myself, which wasn't that hard. And if anyone's interested, I can actually do a video about that. Yeah. Ooh. I'm having a look at the thing. Okay, the dust jacket seems to be turned out fine. Okay. Okay, one thing I did notice with the dust jacket, I'll take the dust jacket off. The way it's been, so this bit here is slightly off, so the black should be extended. That's because it didn't, the way it's been cut out is a little bit different. But yeah, I actually designed the dust jacket. So the cover and the back and the spine were all designed by the cover designer for hardback. And I basically got the template from Ingram and got the template for Ingram for the jacket with the flaps. And I actually was able to add the quotes from some of the editorial reviews onto one of the flaps, as well as the trigger warnings. So I put the trigger warnings on the flaps in this. The trigger warnings which aren't many, the trigger warnings for the paperback, large print, and ebook are pretty much all in the, I think it's the afterward. I think I put it in the afterward. It's in the last bit. Because again, it is important, but I forgot to move that. I forgot to put the trigger warnings at the front. I included it in the afterward, but I forgot to put it at the front. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't put it at the front. And because I had already uploaded it to Ingram, changing the file for one page, it would cost me it would actually cost me $50 because I would have to re-upload the cover as well as the interior file. It would cost me an extra $50 US, which is about 80 Australian for one page. So those of you who do not know about it, so this book, it is for high school, it is young adult. But there are mentions of serious issues in the book. There's nothing explicit. It's mentioned. I mainly focus on the effects of those serious issues. But if you would like to read the trigger warnings, it should be on the afterwards page. I'm pretty sure the afterwards page is available when you go to Google Play. I think you can access it, read it. Otherwise, you can actually message me here on YouTube, and I'm more than happy to tell you the trigger warnings. But it's mainly to do with mentions of things like mental illness, and issues to do with like forced marriage. Nothing actually, there are serious issues because this is a darker type of retail, it's a darker tale, but nothing's explicit. Anyway, I kind of gone on a tangent, but the dust jacket has turned out pretty good, considering I made it using my work laptop. It turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with the dust jacket. I'll put that back on later. But this is the actual hardback. This is a hardback where they've actually basically glued the cover on. Now, with Ingram, you can have the laminate, which is basically what this is, where you have the cover basically glued onto the cardboard. You can have basically the grey or purple, whatever, textured cover with just the title on it and the author name on the spine and maybe on the cover. So there's that option too. But I'm just double checking that the ISBN numbers are identical for the jacket and for the actual laminate cover. Yeah, this looks good. This hardback looks good. Looks good with or without the jacket. I'm having a look. There is a couple of nicks, but otherwise it looks good. Okay, so they did add an additional. Okay, all right. They've added an extra, like 3 physical pages to this. But flicking through, there are no real issues. There's no issues with the actual, like, structure of the book. Oh, correction, make that 4 physical pages. They've added an additional thicker cardboard type page to the front and the back, as well as 2 of the normal thin pages that you have the printing on, from what I can tell. Okay. I'm just having a look at the spine. Yeah, this it. Okay. I know you guys can't see it, but the spine isn't actually physically like glued, like the actual spine where the papers are on. I can't actually tell if they're like completely. Yeah, I don't think they're completely glued to the actual physical cardboard spine. I don't know if that's for hardback, normal for hardback, because I typically don't buy hardback because they're expensive. I mainly buy paperback because paperbacks are like about $20 compared to the hardback, which is like $40. This is not the prices for mine, by the way. This is like in general in Australia when you go into a bookstore. That's the general prices. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with how the hardback and the large print editions have turned out. They look pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. It's like the covers have turned out brilliant across all of them. I don't know what they would look like in matte. I mean, I could buy a copy in matte and just see how it goes, but I just wanted to see just the general quality, how it turned out, and I'm really happy. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't know if I'm just gonna like distribute. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna distribute because hardback is I can only distribute that through Ingram. I can't distribute this. I mean, I can distribute. I mean, obviously, it will go on Amazon, but I can't directly put this on Amazon, at least the hardback edition, because they don't do hardbacks. I can probably do the normal paperback. I distributed through Ingram. I just honestly just did it through Ingram because I just wanted to do it once, and originally I didn't plan on getting a KDP account, but I kind of went and decided to, because I'm like, I didn't realize until later I needed pre-orders via Drafts Digital doesn't happen, so I got the Amazon KDP account a lot later. I didn't have an Amazon page for the ebook, so I'm like, oh, I've got to get an Amazon a KDP account. So this is going to be through Ingram. I'm not going to fiddle around with it. It's going to just be distributed through Ingram, which means it will go on to places. It will not just go on to Amazon. It's on Dymocks bookstore here in Australia. I've seen a page for it. It's on Booktopia, Fish Pond here in Australia, which is awesome. Large print. At this stage, I'm mainly just going to distribute. I'm probably going to put, I don't know if I should put, I don't know what it would look like if I were to put it on Amazon. I can check, but I honestly don't know. Anyway, let's have a look, compare them side by side. So, look, that's the paperback, large print, hardback. So the large print, the one for the hardback and the large print, paperback is smaller, which is standard for the industry. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Hardback come out on the 8th of March next year. Hopefully by then I'll have finished all the editing and for my second book, which is a companion novel / sequel to Voiceless, which will be it will be focusing on a character that appears in this book. It'll be focusing on a character that appears in this book, and it'll be their story. And eventually there'll be additional books in the series I'm planning on that all build up onto each other before leading to a final book, which will be a direct sequel. But I'm planning on making sure that all these novels in the series can be read as standalones. So you don't have to read one to understand the story. You don't have to read the first to understand the story of like the third, because I wanted to make it a bit easier. So hopefully by March I will have all my second book fully edited and ready to go, which means in March I should be designing my covers, or at least putting the pre-orders up for what I'm currently calling Unspoken. I don't know if there's going to be any changes for it, but at this stage, the second book, my plan is to make sure the second book is out by October next year. I want to at least publish one book a year. If I can get it done earlier and finished and ready to go earlier, then I will publish it earlier. But it is my plan to be out October. I am not giving a date because I haven't even finished my first draft. Yeah. Okay, I'll be doing another video that will be coming up in the next few days about NaNoWriMo, how I'm preparing for it, and I'll also be doing a video about doing a couple of videos hopefully over the next few days. If you guys have anything you would like to listen to your suggestions and possibly do a video on them. Also, there also is some merchandise available for Voiceless. T-shirts. I've got t-shirts with the cover on them and a quote on the back. There's also cups, stickers, tote bags. There's a range of things for Voiceless. And if you have purchased a copy of Voiceless, whether it's paperback or ebook, if you would like to support me, please leave a review. Leaving a review, it would be really helpful for me, and I do read the reviews on Amazon and Goodreads for my book. I will be reading them, and other platforms as well. And reviews really ability, and it can make it so that my book actually appears higher up in the algorithm. So leaving a review would be really helpful if you have purchased the book. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.